Hiya ladies, I hope you're all well. I'd just like to make this little video to share with you what arrived in the post this morning. I was watching YouTube on Friday night with my granddaughter Shannon, and we was watching one of Melissa Gibson's videos of the heart that she'd made, the wicker heart with the fabric on. My granddaughter said, "Oh Nana, that is gorgeous. Oh, I'd love to try and make one of those for Mum." So I said that I didn't know how they were made. I said I'll message Melissa and ask her, sweetheart. So I did, and I asked, was it glued and was it padded, etc. Melissa got back to me and kindly offered to make one. And then when I explained to her why Shannon wanted it making for her mum, she ever so kindly said, "Well, what are what are your daughter's favourite colours? I'll make one for her." So, without further ado, let me show you. This is what arrived this morning. It's absolutely stunning. There's just no words, honestly. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And the time and the work and the effort that's gone into making this, wow, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Strips of the fabric. Mels tied them on, knotted them. She's gone all the way round with them. And then she's added flowers and butterflies. And I think that may be one of her handmade flowers there. It's gorgeous. With more butterflies and feathers and flowers. And the most cutest little bird cage with that lovely, lovely little bird inside. And then another one just there. It's absolutely, absolutely beautiful. And we've got dangly ribbons at the bottom. And then a ribbon, whoops, at the top here, where it can be hung up. So thank you, Mel. Thank you ever so much. It means a lot. And I sent a picture of it over to Nick this morning, and she was really touched, bless her. And she said, "Would I thank you, Mel? And would I tell you that she sends you lots of love and hugs and thanks." And also Mel included with the heart a lovely candle. And again, I think this is one that Mel has actually decorated with the butterflies, as I'm sure I've seen a video on Mel's channel of how you do this. I think it's napkins. I'm not too sure. I wouldn't like to say, but I'm sure I've seen it. So Mel, again, it's perfect. Lovely. Thank you ever so much. Now, the reason that Shannon wanted her mum to have one of these hearts is because of everything that she's just recently been through, and Shannon wanted to try and cheer her mum up. In December of last year, my daughter Nick, who's 31, was diagnosed with womb cancer. And it absolutely tore her world apart. She'd been trying for a baby for a number of years. And she'd been back and two to the doctors and the hospitals. And she just basically kept getting fobbed off. She said to me in May last year, "Mum, I know there's something really wrong, and I think it might be womb cancer." And I said, "Oh, Nick, no, don't be saying things like that. Give over. you know, the doctors would know, and, you know, they've not said anything, so don't even go there. Don't think it'll be something that they'll sort out for you. Anyway, she kept going back to the doctors and more antibiotics, or, oh, it's this, it's that. Well, what do you expect? You've got polycystic ovaries. And then thankfully a new doctor arrived, a lady doctor, at the end of August, and she actually started to listen to Nick. And to cut a very long story short, excuse me, Nick was sent for scans. She had ordinary scans and internal scans, and nothing was picked up. Yet she was still having all these problems. And on one occasion the pain was so bad, and she was at the doctor's surgery, and she almost collapsed. And the doctor said, we're going to have you in. And so Nick was admitted into hospital, and at the evening she was sent home. And they'd said to her, nobody can be in that amount of pain, you must be exaggerating it. You've had scans and everything's clear, apart from the lining of a womb, which was really too thick. It was thicker than it should have been. And that was that she was sent home. So I said to her, oh, you know, when your next appointment comes through for the hospital, I'm coming with you. I am sick and tired of seeing you suffering like this and getting nowhere. So that's what I did. The next appointment was in the October, and I went with her, and kind of kicked up a stink. I wasn't disrespectful in any way, but I was angry because I was tired of seeing my baby girl in so much pain, not knowing which way to turn. Wherever she did turn, she was met by the same things of, well, it's not this, it's not that. So the consultants agreed that they would do a hysteroscopy, which is an internal camera into the womb. It's not a very nice procedure. It's very painful. But Nick had it done. And they took biopsies. And 10 days later I got a call from the consultant herself, asking me to ensure that Nick got into the clinic the following morning for 11. So obviously we knew that something wasn't right. And it was the following day when we went, 17th of December, when they sat Nick down, asked her a few questions, and then diagnosed her with womb cancer. And it was horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. So she had to go back the following day to have an MRI scan. And then after that, they were able to tell her the grade of the cancer. And it was grade 3, and it was aggressive. So to cut a very, very long story short, Nick's had a full hysterectomy with everything, including 11 lymph nodes removed. And then she's had to have 2 intense 14-hour sessions of brachytherapy, which is internal radiotherapy. And she's now being closely monitored. And what's so sad is all the way through this, when Nick said in May, I know there's something wrong, Mum. I think I've got womb cancer. She told the doctors. And they said, oh no, women of your age don't get womb cancer. It's something that only affects older women. Well, there's the proof that it doesn't. Because Nick is not an older lady. And since Nick's been diagnosed, she's also met at Christie's younger ladies who have also been diagnosed with it. And she found a support group on Facebook, Womb Cancer Support UK. And there's ladies there who are younger than Nick, who have been diagnosed with womb cancer. But sadly there isn't enough awareness. there isn't enough known about it, even though it's the 4th most common cancer. There's little awareness. And also at weekend, after me chatting with Mel through private messages and telling her everything that happened with Nick, I said to her that, like, I decided to start crafting, and the few things that I do make, I'm sending off to a lady on Facebook that runs the support group Womb Cancer Support UK, as she does online auctions. And in September, it's Womb Cancer Awareness Month, and she'll be holding an online auction, as hoping to raise vital funds for research. And Mel, amazingly, came onto YouTube and put out a video asking ladies if they'd make something, send it to her so that she could send it on to Kaz, and it would be auctioned off in the auction. What an amazing thing to do. This isn't a lady that I've known for months and months and months or years. The first time I actually had a conversation with Mel on YouTube was on Friday evening. And Mel, I do hope you watch this, sweetheart. And I do hope you know just how very, very grateful I am. Because all this weekend you've been there for me, sweetheart. And I've poured my heart out. And it's done me good to be able to do that. It's not been easy for Nick, or my family, or myself. But we've walked the pathway every step of the way with Nick, and we continue to do so. And just to be able to unload some of it has helped. It really has, Mel. So, sweetheart, again, thank you ever so much. People like you, sadly, don't often have the wings on show. But people like me do know that you've got them there, hiding under the layers of your clothing. Very similar to Kaz from Womb Cancer Support. She's an angel too. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all you ladies who have said you will make something for the auction. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And I'd like to also thank you for accepting me into your community. I've had more support, funnily enough, in here for the short length of time I've been in it than I have off some friends. But then, hey ho, that's life, I guess. So on a brighter note, I'd like to say once again, Mel, thanks ever so much, darling. And thank you for watching. And God bless to you all. And good night. And take care. Thank you.